Hello guys, today we're going to be talking about some useful functions in Python. So we'll be covering several functions that are the range function, the zip function, the in keyword, the random keyword, the shuffle function, the random keyword, the random function, the shuffle function, the choice function, and also the min function, max function, input function, sum function, and the abs function. So anyway, let's start with the range function. So the range, pretty much how it sounds, it will take the range of a number. Let's say 5 to 10. Then it just prints it out. But if you really want the range function to work, then you gotta make a for loop. For I in range, print I, then it just prints out all the number from 5 to 10. Note that it won't count the last one, so you got to put in 11 if you want it to count 10. Now, you can also use it. Now, this might sound crazy that you can just use a normal loop, but for real, it can help you in skip counting patterns. So instead, you can also put in 2 to skip count by 2. So now the skip counts from 5 to 7 to 9. Get it? So that is the use cases of the range function. Now, you can just take list range 5 to 11, and then it'll just print out all the numbers from 5 to 11. Or let's just say 5, 3. Then it just prints out 5 and 8. Then, so this is the skip counting number, or what you're skip counting by. So that is the range function. So the next function we're going to be talking about is the zip function. So the zip function's normally zips two things. So I'll show you how it is. So for really, let's just create two variables. Let's equal to, two lists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 5. And then let's put in OH for other hedge. And then let's put this 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So now that we created these two variables, let's put a for loop to combine them both. For I in zip, so for I in zip, h or OH, print I. So then it just put in a tuple unpacking thingy. So then it just combines the first number to the first number of the other list, second number to the second number, third number to the third number. But instead it put those stuff in tuples. Now, want to see it as a list? Then you just use the list function, and then you just put in zip h and OH. Then it just puts in all those tuples in a list. So for real, tuple unpacking is useful. Tuple packing and tuple unpacking is useful. Oh, and don't worry if you're not really going to use this. You will use it someday. You definitely will. So now, the next function is the in keyword. So you see the in keyword in loops, right? Well, for real, the in keyword is actually a Boolean word. So for real, even for loops have a little bit Boolean logic in them somehow. Well, I don't really know that, but anyway. So 9. So the in keyword is used to see if something is in something. Let's say, is 9 in 988? Well, but remember, it takes only iterable stuff. So even type of int. So we gotta change this to true. So now that 9 is in the 988, it says true. But if it is not, then it just says false. You can also use dictionaries. Let's let's create a dictionary called dict. Like, dict. And then, like, okay. So, and then let's just say, like, then let's, like, assign it to a dictionary that says orange. So let's just put in, like, so maybe let's just put in a list of, like, a dictionary of car types, Lexus, and let's just put in the cost. Like, let's say 19,000 maybe. Honda 35,000. And yeah, I guess two values are good enough. Really, even one value is. But anyway, so now we can use the in operator. Like, let's say Lexus. Oopsie, I mean Lexus in depth. I would say true. But if you put in a key, a value, then instead it'll just show it's false because it only values keys if you just put in the plain depth. So if you put in 9,000, then it just says false because it only like values see the keys. Unless of course you put in dict dot values. Then but for some reason it's saying built-in function. But since a built-in function is not really iterable. So note that you can only see the keys. Okay, so the next useful function is the random function. Now for the random function, you need to like import a new module. So this is going to be the first module we're going to import. Maybe, who knows? So, oopsie. So we have to import this module from the random package. We'll be talking way more about of packages and modules way later. So from random, import random. Okay, so I'm random. So now the random function can be like used to like check a random number between two numbers. Like let's say 2 and 50. Then I'll just choose 10. And it's most likely that your number will be different from me because you just choose a random number. So then 39, as long as you don't assign a variable, or if you don't reassign the variable. So if you assign a variable, then I'll choose a random number, and that's it. That is the variable forever. And even if you put hatch again, it won't like reuse this thing, since the value is already there. See that now it's again 49. The only way you can do it is just by rerunning this. Then hatch equal to 15. Okay, so that is the random function. Now let's use the shuffle function. The shuffle function can be used for like, let's just create a list called list in all caps lock. And let's just create a list of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's right now it's like nicely ordered. Now, and if you see list, then it is nicely ordered. But if you use the shuffle function and don't assign it to a variable, because then it'll just become a none type, because it automatically affects the variable. So if you're doing list dot shuffle, there's no attribute for shuffle. Okay, for some reason this is coming up. Okay, so you don't exactly need the parentheses. Maybe. Yeah, so for some reason it's like, for real. I'm creating a video. I'm creating a video. So like, let's create a tuple instead. Yeah, and for some reason the shuffle function is not working. It has no attribute, but yep. So for some reason it's not working. Oh yeah, still mute. So we could like shuffle the list. I'm actually, but we can't shuffle it since this is a tuple. Okay, yeah. So yep, I pretty much forgot that. So yeah, there's no attribute, but it is a function. So now if you look back into list, it's shuffled from such a neatly ordered thing. But if you assign it to list, then it'll just become a none type. Because this function is usually like, it's pretty much like return, I feel like. I mean print. So anyway, yeah, so that's about the shuffle function. Now let's use the choice function. So the choice function is, so the choice function choose something from some sort of data structure. So now let's like import shuffle. So from random, import choice. So now, let's just like take the list and put in choice. Choice. And now let's put in list. And now we'll just choose something. See that 6, 3. So now it just chooses something randomly. Yeah, so that's about the choice function. Now it's about the min function. So the min function like basically takes the smallest out of something. Like let's say the min of a list. 6, 5, 4, 3. Then it just takes like the smallest of that thing. Now if you put in 4, then it just prints out the 4. It just takes in both numbers. So now what is the max function? The max function like takes the largest of the numbers, as you may have guessed. So now it just takes in 6. So the next function is the input function. Now I really love the input function because it helps you with user input. I know, you might have always wanted to do that. Yeah. So, and you just put in a string here. So now like, oopsie, like, yeah. But you have to put something or else your kernel will become full. But now let's not really like put anything. So the input function takes in user input, like let's say blah, 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 and then it just prints it out, unless you assign a variable. So if you assign a variable, like let's say hatch, what is the variable hatch doing? Oh, notice that, like, yeah. What is the variable hatch doing? Now, if you put in hatch, it just saves the string. Now, there's only one problem with the input function. If you put in a number, then it doesn't put in the int version. Instead, it just takes in the string version of it. To avoid this mistake, what you have to do is just use the int. Or we may use the int when it's like showing them thing. Int. So then, like, if you put in j, it just says invalid literal for int with base 10, j. So then if you put in a number, and we see, it'll just put in the number form. Now, we may also take away this int function, and we may put something, and it still becomes a string. But we can use the int function, but instead of changing the variable, we can just use it for now, like that. So instead, now it just prints the int. But notice that it doesn't affect the variable. So for real, if you want it to be in the variable, then you gotta like put in the int around the variable. Oopsie. That was this one. And 9. So yeah, that's the input function. Yeah, so for real, you can do way more with it. Now, the next function is the sum function. The sum function like takes in the sum of numbers. Now, note that you have to use it in a list. So let's say like sum, and remember, you don't have to import any modules. So 6, 5, 4, 3. Now it just takes in the sum of these. And look what happens if you don't have the list. It can only get 2 arguments. So you have to use the list for 1 argument. Oh, and you may also use a tuple. I mean, no one really matters about that. And then it just puts in an 18. So yeah, so that is the sum function. So the next function, also the final function, is the abs function. The abs function takes in a number or an equation and just returns the absolute value, which I'm sure you want it to be a built-in function. So -9, and the absolute value of it is 9. -9 plus 12 minus 11 equal to 8. For real, it's supposed to be -8, but with the absolute value, it's 8. So yeah, that's pretty much all the functions. So you may recover this. I know it's a lot of functions, but hopefully you get it all, because these are really useful functions. So bye-bye guys, see you next time.